Might I say, actually, tonight I'm charged to speak on Bill 8. I'm all fired up about speaking about Bill 8 tonight.
Shocking.
And I hope you are when I'm done, sir. And I'll try and do this in my own style, such as so much has been said on this tonight. I think it warrants, us all bringing our own flavor to the debate. And I believe, that a good speech has a good beginning and a good ending. And the closer they are together, the better. So I'll proceed with that. For me, though, particularly significant because one of these lines that we've been talking about tonight goes right through Rocky View County, Chestermere Rocky View. So banged on a lot of doors, talked to a lot of people in the country. Everything you're hearing here tonight from this side came from those people, I can assure you. They don't want the lines that they believe the needs assessment should have been done. They wanted the regulatory approval process, and they do feel, to the Associate Minister of Finance, like their land, like they're being taken advantage of, and maybe their land doesn't need to be uprooted and planted with transmission towers. Now, to get this straight, I'll try and sum up sort of what we heard tonight in a shorter version. Effectively, Cabinet approved up to $16 billion in transmission projects without a needs assessment and bypassing the regulatory approval process. Now we're going to go back and we're going to repeal Bill 50, essentially, but we're not going to look at the work that was already done. Now, there is no arbitrator, mediator, outside body on this planet that would look at this group and say, boy, that one makes sense. Nobody would do that. And the member from Airdrie made a reference to something. When I speak on this in public, I use a similar analogy to him, although I must say his was very passionate and well delivered. But I always say to somebody, it's kind of like somebody came to your house and stole your car, and then they came back later and told you they'd never steal your car again, but they didn't bring it back. It doesn't make sense. What you should do with a process like this is review the entire process. Just satisfy the public. If you're fiscally responsible, are you not concerned at a $16 billion bill? Yeah. Are you not concerned by that? We are backing up. We're going through money in this government faster than Kim Kardashian. These are things that we have to look at. That's fiscal.
Can't defend herself.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't mention Kim Kardashian. Ethically, or even the optics of it, I'm not convinced that everything government does is wrong. And I've seen great signs this week of productive government and movement and taking steps to improve situations after some thought the situation was hopeless. I saw that on the education bill. I truly believe we're all good people in here. The public is begging us to revisit this. And it's a simple thing to do. Just order it. A needs assessment, a regulatory approval process. And then all of these hours and hours of debate can go away.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Because the way it's set up now, Bill 8 is like, it's a day late and it's $16 billion short. The ship has sailed. The horse is out of the barn.
One more analogy.
Pick them all. There's a few. It's late. We could revisit. Well, that's 3, and that's not bad. Are you buying, by the way? Government knows that there's enough here to review. I believe that. And I believe from watching the members on the other side tonight that backbenchers know there's enough to review here. I'm convinced people on this side understand that we owe it to Albertans, and I darn well know that Albertans know we need to revisit this. I'm convinced of it. So we can still do that, is what I'm saying. And as for the debate back and forth here tonight, love it, Mr. Speaker, when members ask questions and challenge people. I'm not a transmission expert or an electrical engineer. One of us in this room is. So we'll speak to it to the best of our knowledge, but we can talk about what we see. what the public sees, but I would just say, if you're courageous enough to pepper questions on talking points, put your name down on the sheet, stand up for 15 minutes, and talk about this bill and how wonderful it is.
Hear, hear.
We've passed. We've passed enough. We've passed enough bills or talked about enough bills. And thank you, sir. And I would point to, just as an example, not to single anybody out, but the member from Vermilion Lloydminster. His bill, for instance. I am singling you out, so there you go. But the point is, spoke with great passion about a bill. Several members on the other side did. People over here did. It was exactly what we would expect to see. Does it not strike you as odd that nobody but the energy minister is talking about Bill 8 on that side?
Here, here.
Hear, hear.
It is odd. Well, name down, get up, let's have a conversation. Tell Albertans, get in the Hansard. Tell them why you want to spend $16 billion. That's all I would say in closing. I said I'd be a little shorter with the speech, and I've tried. We can still fix this. It's not too late. The horse is out of the barn, but we can catch it. We got a cowboy. He's not here now, but he's right there. He'd be willing to help out. You know, for Albertans, you're telling Albertans, look, we're repealing Bill 50, and you want forgiveness. But it's hard to kiss the lips at night that chew your backside out all day long. And that's what they're saying when you knock on their doors. That's got to be worth at least one more. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Thank you, honourable member. Are there any comments or questions to that honourable member under 29.2A?